can you hear me now? Here, let's put on the gaming headset. Can y'all hear that? Yep, perfect. How you doing, buddy? Honestly, cannot complain. Hopefully I get good news from the doctor soon. I can get back to being my normal go self, you know. Well, anyways, welcome everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday night. I am really a blessed individual. I can't say enough. I'm coming back from a broken ankle, but I think like anything else, it makes us stronger, you know. I go back to the doctor on the 16th, which is going to be really cool. Get to find out if I get to start walking on it without the walking boot. Shh, I'm already doing that. Don't tell anybody. Also, I got a cool video that I'm going to be making about a group that I've joined. Might be an interesting thing. Hard to say. I can't wait to get back to being able to play disc golf. I miss that, being active. But I got to tell you guys, I miss my bike the most. I miss it the most. Let's see. What else can I tell you guys? See, I'm not very good at live because I didn't think of anything. I didn't come up with anything. That's just fly by the seat of my pants type of dude. I do got a new camera coming in. I can't wait. It's nothing fancy. It's a no-name I bought off of Amazon. We're going to see how it works. It's going to be for like when I'm doing the vlogging part off the bike. Not that I don't like the GoPro, but I want something with a little better video and sound quality and the ability to snap a picture while in the process of filming at the same time. And if my GoPro can do that, I'm just too stupid to figure it out. There's that. If some of y'all saw my post this morning, I started doing pull-ups about a month ago to try to get a little healthy. I eat good. I just don't work out. It's not in my nature. But I started doing those pull-ups. Pretty proud of myself. I said 5 in my post, but I counted after I watched the video. I did 6. Pretty impressed. 270 pounds up and down that many times. That's good. Who needs weights when you weigh this much? I'm well insulated for the winter time. I'm going to tell y'all now, the weather here, absolutely garbage. Like, Oklahoma is not supposed to be this cold. I'll pull it up so you can see it here. It's absolutely ridiculous. We are getting just hammered on. I don't know if you can see that. That's the forecast. We got, today it was 18. Tomorrow it says 21 with a low of 5. I didn't know Oklahoma could get that cold. I mean, 5. Sunday, it's going to be 9 degrees with a low of -4. Again, didn't know we could even go in the negatives down here. I lived in Minnesota when I was a young kid, so cold wasn't a problem. But up there, at least you got snow. Here, I mean, we've got some flurry and stuff that's out there, but it's just cold. Freezing cold. I don't like it. Monday is going to be 7 with a low of -11. Ugh. And it doesn't look like this is going away until Thursday of next week. That's when we start warming up. By Friday, we'll be back in our normal 40s. I'm over this cold spell. But I will tell you, the cool thing about it, because I live out in the country, hopefully this kills all the bugs. I'm tired of bugs. Like, our mosquitoes here could eat a chihuahua. Not even joking. But anyways, yeah. Also got some disc golf videos I'm going to try to do. There we go. I started one, but I ended up playing a game that day while hobbling around with my walking boot. It was very difficult. It took me an hour and a half to play 9 holes, which normally it takes about an hour and a half to play the whole 18. So I'm literally like half as fast as I was before. But hopefully I can get my videos to come out. I'm hoping this new camera, when it shows up, will help with that, give me a little better view. Plus, I'll be able to use the GoPro in tandem. So now I'm actually going to be able to maybe do different points of view. Who knows? We all try to grow and get better, right? Well, since this is just a hobby for me, it's at my pace. And I'm not trying to be Ricky Bobby. I don't care if I'm first. I really don't. I got a big trip this year I think I'm going to do. Well, not think. I know for sure part of it is I'm going to be going somewhere for Memorial Day. That'll be a really, really cool time. And then I'm thinking after that, I'm going to loop up from there, go see some family in Minnesota. And then from there, since I'm already that far north, might as well scoot over and see Milwaukee, check out the Harley Museum. You know, do what I can, when I can, where I can, that kind of thing. Trying to see if I can get my cousin go with me. That'd be cool. Have 2 people. Wouldn't mind having another bike out there with me. My wife, she's supposed to be going with me at least for the first part of the trip. We hadn't fully discussed if she wanted to go for that second leg of the trip. But either way, I'm going to wind up at the river, which when I say the river, I'm talking the Illinois River. It's something we do every year. We float the river for my wife's birthday. I never record any of it because, quite frankly, that's my one weekend a year that I get to act stupid. And that don't need to be caught on tape. But, you know. But anyway, so yeah. If I go all the way up to Milwaukee, then we'll ride down and basically land at the river. Again, that's not 100% guaranteed. That's what I'm going to do. And even if I don't do all that, I still want to try to make my way up to Milwaukee this winter or summer. I really just think it would be fun to put some miles on the bike like that. I can tell you first weekend of October, I will be back down to Moyers for the Stubborn American Party. Might as well. There was a absolute blast last year getting to ride with Motorcycle Mama and Blacktop Devil. And hi, Finn Bud. What you doing? Man, we put some miles on them bikes last year. Me and my father-in-law, we left here 5:30 in the morning. We got all the way down there because it was a 3-hour trek. 8:30, got checked in, pulled up to everybody, pretty much got on the bikes and took right back off again. Um, well, after that, we rode up and did the Talamina Drive, which I did the videos on that, and what's up, Outback? So the Talamina Drive was actually the very first time I'd ever taken my bike on any kind of mountain bike or mountain road, and I had a blast. I absolutely loved it. I gotta say, the Road King does great on twisties. Just it floats through those curves. It I think they called it the King of the Road King for a reason. I hope you guys are doing great this Friday night evening. Like I said earlier, I'm just happier than a pig in the mud, really, other than the cold and the broken ankle. That was entirely my own doing. So those of you don't know what I did, I was taking a corner, a right turn, and I was maybe doing 10 miles an hour. The thing about it is I've been trying to find the lean angle on the bike. So, oh yeah, it's Saturday morning there, Australia. Wow, I forgot y'all are a whole bunch of hours ahead of us. What, 12 hours ahead? I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, I was making a right hand turn and I'd been finding the lean angle points on the bike. I wanted to see, where I scrape, all that. Well, I found it, heard it start scraping, and instead of stopping at that point, I pushed her some more. Pushed her too far, and 8:30 in the morning. All right, that's awesome. So I pushed it too far, and the bike just slid right out from underneath me. Well, when that happened, my foot was sitting on the floorboard, fell off, and because forward momentum, foot went behind me. Well, it bounced off the saddlebag guard behind me as I was tumbling away from the bike, trying to not kill myself. And as soon as I landed and everything stopped, I laid there for a second. I was like, yeah, I done broke my ankle. I just knew it was in a kind of pain I'd never had before. But, stood up, adrenaline's going 900 miles an hour. And luckily there was people, who'd seen everything happen, again, going really slow around this corner. And they helped me pick the bike up. One guy knew how to ride. He rode it around into the parking lot, and I kind of hobbled over there for a minute. And I was like, I'm gonna just make this home. At this point, I'm still a good 35 miles from my house or so. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Well, I get on the bike, get the helmet back on, get to going, and then, oh man, pain in the ankle intensifies the second I touch the brake. I'm like, I don't know how I can ride without my rear brake because I use it so much, turning, slow speed maneuvers, that kind of thing. So I get going out on the main road and I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this without it. And we'll see. I got the front brake and I get to maybe a mile away from where I had the accident. And at this point, I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm waving the white flag thinking, okay, what's my escape exit? Well, luckily, my mom, where I grew up, was only, say, 4 or 5 miles from where I was at. So I'm like, I can make it there. Slow, steady, I'll make it there. So I do. I get there, make the U-turn in the street. I call my father-in-law. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm laying here watching TV. I said, great. Put on all your clothes, grab your motorcycle stuff, throw it in your car, drive to my mom's. Come ride the bike back. I think I broke my ankle. And he's like, oh, wait. I'm like, no, just do that, and I'll see you when you get here. And I hobbled into my mom's, and she gave me a bag of peas, I think it was, or something. And I put that on my ankle. Oh, man. But hopefully, I go back on the 16th. Hopefully, then I'll be able to, get a clean bill of health, be able to start doing more with it. If nothing more, I would just love for the doctor to say, you can ride, I'll take it slow. I miss it so bad. Not that I can ride right now. Like I was talking a few minutes ago, the weather is absolutely atrocious. Matter of fact, it's kind of boring with how cold it is. I can't go outside. I miss outside. I've been playing some video games though, so there's that. The inner 12-year-old in me loves that. I got to tell you all about my neighbors. So, with all this winter weather going on, and Oklahomans not really knowing how to, let's say, handle this kind of weather, there's a mad dash for all kinds of things. Well, we were needing to get some firewood before, and of course, as per usual, anytime there's a need for something, everybody decides to charge way more than they should. So normally you can get a rick of firewood for about $75, give or take. Oh, people are asking 105, 120 for a rick of firewood. Well, my neighbor knew we were needing some too. I'm very lucky I didn't get hurt worse. That's truth. Thankful for that, actually. How you doing, Motor Ramblings? Well, anyways, what was I saying? I'm like a dog when I see a squirrel, just forget what I'm talking about. Oh, so neighbor calls me just a little bit ago and says, hey, what are you doing? I said, well, I just got home, about to go hop in the shower, that kind of thing, get unwound from work. He's like, well, open up your garage. I got something for you. I'm like, okay, I'll put pants on and come out there. So I hobble out there, and he comes pulling up with an entire truck bed full of firewood. He's like, come on, we're going to unload some. So we unload about a rick of firewood, and I go, what do I owe you for it? He's like, nothing. I didn't pay anything for it. You ain't paying nothing for it. I'm like, that's great neighbors. Great neighbors. I love my neighbors. I tell you what, when you live in the country, neighbors matter. Just saying. Oh, great neighbors. I'm really sad too, because they're in the process of packing to move to North Carolina, which means I have to find new neighbors. I don't want new neighbors. I don't think anybody likes new neighbors, because then you got to get used to new people, and but so I hope you guys are having a good day, morning, night, depending on where you are. Thanks for hopping on here tonight with us, with me. I'd like to say I'm just this ball of enthusiasm and of fun. I got family in North Carolina. Hopefully I can make a trip out there this year too. That's another thing I want to do, is all the places where my family's at. I just want to ride and go see them. Beautiful country out there. I know that. I've been out there years ago when I was a kid, but not since. And I would love nothing more to be out and go see everybody and see things, and way west. Okay. Well, if I go heading that way, I'll let you know. That way, nothing more, we can meet up and ride, get some food. So yeah, big trip for sure that I think, like I said earlier, that's going to happen is I'm going to try to go up and see some friends in Lincoln. Yeah. That'd be fun. See them. And then, like I said, go from there, go up, see family in Minnesota, scooch over, see Milwaukee. and then wind up at the river to float the river for my wife's birthday. I can't say I'm going to go to like anything cool like Daytona Bike Week, Sturgis, or any of that this year. We're going to be doing a lot of house repairs, so I don't see me having the extra cash flow to go do all the things, but I'm going to try to have some fun. Another cool note, I might get my wife interested in riding. That'd be the shit. Just saying. I'd love to be able to go on a weekend and have her ride next to me. Not that I don't mind her on the back of the bike. I prefer to be honestly one up. It's more fun that way. I think she'd have more fun because I'm kind of a big dude. And when she sits behind me, she flat out says she doesn't see anything but the back of my helmet because she's about a foot shorter than I am. And I told her when I got the bike and we first started riding and going on rides together, I said, I'm willing to bet you're going to want your own bike. Partly because she likes to be in control. I think all women are control freaks, right? No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, but yeah, she was like, I can't see anything except for your big ass head. Well, sorry. So hopefully I can get my beautiful wife interested. Well, she hasn't had much interest, but I think because I'm one of those persistent people, I'm like, just try it. If you don't like it, then, oh well. Plus, I think if she got into it, like the rest of us are into motorcycles, it would give her a good place to put some of her creativity. And I say that because my wife already flat out said that if she did have a bike, she would want it to be Harry Potter themed. I think that'd be badass. I think that'd be very badass. But I'm not going to push her. I really want her to make that decision herself, really. I might poke fun here and there. Hey, look at this bike. It's good for short people. Me with the short jokes all the time. It's not a joke, though. First time we went shopping at the mall, we were at the Yankee Candle store. I won't ever forget it. And I am personally not a fan of any of those overly populated stores with odor in them because it's too much. It's like sensory overload the second you walk in. Yankee Candle, Bath and Body Works, all those little stores. There's literally a cologne store at one of the outlet malls here. And I went in there one time. I was like, I don't even know how you could tell what you were smelling. They all smelled the same. It was just too much. Well, we were in this Yankee Candle, and my wife looks up at this, well, of course, at the time, girlfriend. She's looking at this candle that's on the very top shelf. And I'm like, I look down at her and I look at that. I said, do you want that? She goes, yeah. I just reach up and hand it to her. I pretty much from that moment is when I started all of my short jokes with my wife. 4'11". Wow. Have you checked out the Suzuki S40s? They've got a pretty short seat height. Straight from the factory, and they're a 650. So they're not even, a little bit better than a Rebel if you're wanting something that'll keep up. I think it was unladen, it was a 26-inch seat height. So laden, you're talking 24. It's not bad. But it's one I showed my wife because there actually was somebody on Facebook Marketplace. They were selling a Suzuki S40, and they had a tape measure up to the top of the seat, and it said right at like just under 26 inches. So might be a good bike to check out if she was interested. Well, anyways, like I said, I just really wanted to come on, say hi. I didn't really, I don't have any footage. I mean, I haven't been riding since Black Friday, and I've pretty much been living on the couch. So all the videos I've been putting out lately was my stockpile. That's why I was like, I'll just get on, say hi. Those who want to say shout out, here I am. Those not, understand. Hey, that's always nice though, because then she doesn't have to think. She gets to just sit there and play on her phone if she wants. That's what my wife does. Um, I really hope my wife wants to take that MSF course, because I tell you what, that is one of the coolest things anybody can do. I don't care how long you've been riding. I was in the class with people who'd been riding 4 years, and they all walked out of there saying they learned things they never thought about. Because you know, most of the MSF instructors, especially the one I had, who's a former motor officer, he's absolutely a fantastic rider. His name's Bobby Williams. He runs a school here called Heart of Oklahoma Motorcycle Safety, and I'll recommend him any day. Him and his dad, Tim, both great people, and but his rarity no phone. That's nice. No, I think MSF is the best. Like I said, I'll put this guy's name out there. You can actually find him on YouTube. He's got a few videos of him doing like the police rodeos. Him and his brother Donnie Williams. Holy God, that guy. Best riders I've ever seen in my life. So I took the course through him, and I actually plan on going back to retake the course, but with my bike. The first time I took it, I did it with the little 250. I think it was I was on a 250 Nighthawk. The whole time I was on that little bike, all I could think was fat guy on a little bike. I was picturing like Jim Carrey on the moped from Dumb and Dumber, you know, that kind of vibe. But at the time when I took that class, it wasn't that I was afraid of my bike, but I also wasn't comfortable with my bike. After I took that class and learned what I needed to learn from that class, I came home, started riding almost immediately, completely different than I had been before. So, I mean, that class just gave me personally confidence that I needed. Well, that's my goal. I'll be honest. I want to ride that well as well. Eventually, I wouldn't mind becoming an MSF instructor. No, I'm not going to turn my YouTube into that. There's enough people who do that. I don't mind sharing tips or tricks and stuff like that. Speaking of tips, when I was in the MSF course, you know, they teach you how to pick up a bike. And me, I've not really ever had a problem, and I've dropped my Road King tons of times. I'm not afraid to go out and do slow speed maneuvers in a parking lot to get better. I've got the U-turn down to just under, almost in the 2 parking spaces. So whatever that is. But, you know, in the class, they teach you how to pick the bike up, you know, back up against the seat, grab your basically, I use like my crash bars and just walk her back up. Right. Well, funny story. My father-in-law, he wants a solo seat for his 07 Road King. And I was like, well, here, let's throw a solo seat on mine. You go try it out. So, you know, you can kind of see what it's like. Because to me, solo seat riding is a little different than the 2-up seat, because the 2-up gives you that little bit of a backrest at the back, even if you ain't got a backrest. Well, at least with my Mustang solo seat, you feel like you're hanging on for dear life. You just look cool while riding that one. Well, he went to back her down, and he got it in a part of the driveway that's kind of loose gravel, and the bike just kind of tipped over. Well, him not thinking, he just bent over and tried to wrench her up. Well, he pulled his hammy, and I I like heard him from in the house, because you know you can hear the motor rev up like he was going to take off and then die. Hi, Ray Ray, come on, get up here, bud. Okay, just sit there and look at me. Well, I hobble out there because I'm still broken ankle when this happens, and he's like, I hurt myself and I can't pick the bike back up. I'm like, hold on. I get over there and I literally picked her up one leg because I did what they told us to in the MSF course. He's like, as soon as I seen you do that, everything came flooding back what I was supposed to do. What are you doing, Ray? You want to come say hi to peoples? Get up here. Come on. You're just going to sit there and look at me? It's one of my dogs. One of my 5 dogs. Oh, that's all you wanted? Just love? Okay, bye. Love you too. Well, anyways, I appreciate all y'all who got on here to watch me in my very first attempt at a live video. I think, I'll be honest with you, live videos are better when there's other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, well. So, y'all have a great weekend. Hopefully, some really cool stuff's going to happen. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to get back to life being a little normal. Just keep in mind for Oklahoma, and I'll tell you right now, if some of y'all haven't seen it, big wreck happened in Dallas yesterday. Heart goes out for them because there's a lot of people that were involved in that. I think it was over 100 cars. Because they themselves, Texans, are just as bad as Oklahomans when it comes to winter weather. They cannot drive in it either. And, you know, half their freeway system is like a bridge, so they ice up quick. And, yeah, there was huge pile up. So my heart goes out to them. But keep in mind for the southern folk who are getting the weather that we're not used to, because most people can't handle it. Yeah, it was heart-wrenching, some of the videos I've seen from that wreck. So, you know, keep in mind some of those folks are not having a great time. Keep them in your thoughts, prayers, you know, however you do all that. Again, thanks again for hanging out tonight. Hopefully, we'll have some cool things coming up. One of the videos that I'll be making soon is going to be talking about a group I joined, the type of group it is. Group, not a club. It'll be kind of cool. Hopefully, got some cool rides, like I said, coming up. And I got a new camera coming, so we'll see how that works out. Because this thing, I know that's bad picture quality, y'all. It's my laptop. Sorry, I'm working with what I got, and I didn't want to use my phone with. Look at that screen. Oh, go away. Look at that. That's roached. I drop my phone constantly, so my front-facing camera on that distorts everything. And obviously, I don't have fancy lights or none of that. But you guys be safe. Keep that shiny side up and enjoy the win. Peace out, y'all.